Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We worship to our teacher, Lokuswamina. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dharma friends, today we're going to learn the third advice sutta, Tatiyaovādasutta Sutta. It is very beautiful and very simple. Okay? It's a very small sutta. It's not very long, not very complicated also. But it explains about how the practices decline. Okay? So we will see this sutta. The Blessed One was dwelling at Rajagaha Kalandaka Nivapa. So the squirrels feeding ground, the Blessed One was dwelling, and from there the Mahakassapa Bhante came to the Buddha. He came and worshipped the Blessed One. After sit down and after worshipping, he sat down at one side. Kashyapa Bhante, when he is sitting there, the Blessed One said to him, what the Buddha says? Ovada Kassapa Bhikkhu. Kashyapa advise the bhikkhus. Okay, means you can advise them, you can teach them. Okay, this is this. You can advise them. Karohi Kassapa Bhikkhunam Dhamming Katham. Kashyapa, you should give Dhamma talk to the bhikkhus, or you should discuss the Dhamma to them. It's a beautiful thing. Ahangva Kassapa Bhikkhunam Ovadeya Tuhangva. Either you or I should advise the bhikkhus. Ahangva bhikkhunam dhammi katham kareyam tvangvati. Or give the Dhamma talk. Means if I give or you, it is a same thing. It won't be much difference. And in this entire Sutta Pitaka, entire Dhamma, this thing is rarely seen that Blessed One has given someone this authority to talk to the bhikkhus. Someone has given this authority to address the bhikkhus. It's very rare. And Buddha gave to Mahakassapa Bhante. So, Mahakassapa Bhante is very strict about some certain things. He immediately said to the Buddha, what he said? Dubbachakho Bhante etarahi bhikkhu. Bhante, today these bhikkhus is very hard to learn. They are not listen. They don't listen what we teach. They don't follow our advice. They don't follow the path as we see. Dovachasa karaniyehi dhammehi samannagato. Having qualities that make them hard to admonish, not following the path. Akkhama, they are impatient. Appadakkina gahinu anusasaninte, and they don't take instructions respectfully. Means, this thing is Kashyapa Bhante is saying, when the Buddha was there, when the Blessed One was there, the Kashyapa Bhante is saying, the Bhante, today bhikkhu, they don't listen. They don't have a qualities to, or they don't have such a qualities which makes them not listen one. Like Blessed One said, do this, but bhikkhus don't want to do that. Someone advised them to do this, and they will say, no, I will do my own. Such a qualities they have developed. They are impatient. Immediately they are changing. Okay, today I am doing this, tomorrow I'm doing this. That kind of preparation. They don't follow the instructions respectfully. Means when you respect your instructions, when you respect your sila, then automatically you become able to follow that. So the Kashyapa is saying, this is the thing that Bhikkhu is not following. Buddha replied to Kashyapa. Buddha says, Tathahipana Kasyapa. Kasyapa. That's because reason is Ubbe Thera Bhikkhu Arannika Cheva Ahisum. Previously, in before earlier time, the senior bhikkhus lived in wilderness. They live in forest and Aranyikatascha Vannavadiram. And they praise living in the wilderness. They praise these things. What? Living in forest is very good. We are separated from the people. We are away from all the sound and all these things. You can live silently. It is beautiful. It is worthy for the bhikkhu to stay in forest. Such a way they explain, they praise living in wilderness. Oh, senior monk, they were Pindapatika cheva ahisum. They ate only alms. It means the bhikkhu has to take the alms bowl and go door to door for the food, for the pindapata, alms bowl. So they go door to door and they ask food. Whatever they gain, that is enough for them. They don't what encourage someone to go and eat someone else's home, invite invitations or always asking food for someone. No, they depend on the Pindapata. And Pindapatikatasacha Vannavadino. And they praise of being Pindapatika. Okay? They praise that. Today is also a good thing. Even now, if any bhikkhu who is doing Pindapata, what they say, Bhante or others also, you should do the Pindapata. It is very beautiful. So many things you can learn from that. You can tame yourself by Pindapata. Now it is also, the condition is also become a little bit harsh that there is very less chance you will get the food. But still, wherever it is possible, I always, the bhikkhus, the older senior bhikkhus, they prefer to do that and they praise about it. Then, Pansu Kulika Cheva Ahesum. They wear the robe of rob, like thrown clothes are there. So many, the waste clothes people throw outside, and these bhikkhus, they collect them. They cut them properly, and then they saw the one robe. It becomes a little bit thicker. It is not like this one color, one beautiful thing. Like a Panyakaravante wears that. Have you seen? Yes. So many patches, and it becomes thicker than anyone else's robe because inside also they are not cutting it properly. So it becomes thicker. That is called the Pansukulika. It is very difficult to wear that. It is very hard to wear those robes. Every bhikkhu wants that, but difficult to wear. Bhikkhu should investigate if he is able to do or not. So he is doing wearing the rug robe, and he prays others to do those things. It is good to wear. Means you don't have to ask from the upasakas that upasaka, I don't have a robe. Can you offer me? You don't have to, because the robe is thrown or the clothes are thrown. You can bring and you can sew yourself. You can tame yourself. That now we can see there are monks who wear the robes in different colors. And same like I am here today. I am wearing the one kind of robe. But if I'm going in some other program, I will wear the different robes. So that becomes how many robes these monks can have? Lot of. That is not the case when someone wears the pansukulik, the rug robe, because they have only one in that way, upper one they wear, and that is enough. And they praise that you can tame yourself. You cannot have that thought, oh, you have a beautiful robe. You cannot develop jealousy also. You cannot have quarrel because that Upasaka gave this robe to them. And this is beautiful. You gave it less. Such a thought will never occur because they are already satisfied. I am wearing the robe of this. So this way they praise also. Then, Tiechivirika Cheva Ahisum. They wear only 3 robes. You know the 3 robes? The up one I'm wearing up, that is one. One robe we keep on the shoulder, that is called Sangati. This is called Uttara Sangha. Then second is called Sangati. And inside of this, to our waist, up to our feet, we wear the one cloth that is called Antaravasaka. So the below we wear that robe that is called Antaravasaka. These are the 3 robes the bhikkhu uses. And he prays to use only 3 robes. If you have 3 robes, you can travel anywhere. You don't have to worry to carry these robes. You don't have to carry a lot of goods. You don't have to carry a lot of things. Only 3 robes. One you can keep on shoulder, one you can wear, and one you can wear inside. That's all. And you can travel with your arms ball anywhere. So such a they praise to wear these 3 things. Then Appichacheva ahiso. These bhikkhu have very few wishes. The bhikkhus have very few wishes. And Appichataya varnavadino. And what they do? They praise to having few wishes. Having very few wishes is a good thing for a monk. So he will have very less of destruction, means distraction or distraction, very less distraction. He will not engage in different things because when person have a lot of wishes, for fulfilling them, he has to work hard. He has to do several things. So those are nothing. Then second, Santutta Cheva Ahisu. Santutta, content. Whatever I have, I am very happy. I am very happy. Do not desire for much. So, whatever it is, he is happy what he has gained. Santuttiyacha vannavadino. The bhikkhus, they praise of being content. They are praising to have minimal things. Having happiness, whatever they have gained. Pavivitta cheva ahiso. Pavivitta, it means isolation. They are secluded. They live alone. They live in silence. They live very calm life. And Pavivikastacha Varnavadina. And they praise to be separate, praise to be in isolation. Asansatta cheva ahisum. They are not engaged in lot of things. They are not mingled with a lot of people or conversation doesn't happen. Asansaggasacha Varnavadina. And they keep that in them. Like, this is against of that. Now we see these bhikkhus. They spend more time what is happening in the Upasaka's household. They spend a lot of time. And their whole day is in that. How can this work? When he can do these classes, when he can do his own practice, he cannot. When he engages in a lot of things. Means everything happening, he will go and say, I will do it. Cannot happen. Asansaka, separated from nothing touches, nothing keeps him engaged. He separates himself from all of them. He is living in isolation, he prays that. And whatever it is there, he's only looking at what I need, that is more than enough. He will not engage in several things. He will not engage in, okay, I want to do this. He will not engage in people. He will not invest a lot. That is also thing. And asansaggassacha varnavadi. And he prays that if you spend more time in the household then their problems becomes yours, and problems and suffering. Do not spend much time in that. If you want to know everything what is happening in surrounding of you, whenever someone come, you take all the news. Then your whole day is spent there. When you will do your own practice? Such a way these senior monks explains, they do praise about not to engage in outside source. Aradha virya cheva hesum. They are arousing energy. They are practicing. Oh, this time is wasting. Let me practice well. Let me do it well. Such a way they are doing. And Viryaramba such a Vannavadino. And they praise to be energetic. They see someone and they say, okay, see, practicing Dhamma is beautiful. Do not wait for tomorrow. We do not know that tomorrow will come or not. So practice today. Learn Dhamma very well. Learn Dhamma now. And they encourage others to have this such a thing. That is, the Buddha explained to them. So doing this, tatrako bhikkhave bhikkhu aranyako chevaranyakata sachavanamadi. When the bhikkhu does something like this, the Buddha explained to him, at Kansapa, when these bhikkhus, they have this thing, like they are living in wilderness, they are living in, they are where they are lives on the only alms round, they are having rug robe, they have only 3 robes, then they are having very few wishes, they live in, they have a content, they secluded, aloft, energetic, and they praise about this. Because of this, what happened? Other senior bhikkhus or other bhikkhus, when the bhikkhu reach there, what they say? Tang thera bhikkhu asanena nimanteti. The senior bhikkhus invites them and offers them sitting. They gives them a seat. What they say doing? Ehi bhikkhu, Bhante, please come. Konamaya bhikkhu. Bhante, you are Bhaddakovataya bhikkhu. Bhante, you have great name of practicing. If we know you very well. You are practicing very well Dhamma. Sikha kamo vatayam bhikkhu. You are practicing virtue very well. Ehi bhikkhu idang asanam nisidihi. Please come Bhante and take this asana. Such a way the bhikkhus invites. So what is the Buddha explaining here? That when the bhikkhu have this minimalistic life, and he prays about this, when he goes somewhere else or someone invites him, in that time he is well recognized. They praise him about his actions and they show courtesy toward him. They offer him this chair first. They are saying, Bhante, you are very well. So this is the thing, the respect we gain throughout this practice. Throughout this practice. Knowing such a thing, knowing such a thing, like welcoming mendicant, what is the Bhante's name? The Bhante has a good nature, has really wants to train, praise mendicant, take seat. That is the thing we learn. Having this, tatra kassapa navanam bhikkhunan evam hote. Now, when the newcomers, the junior bhikkhus, they see this entire thing, that bhikkhu is this name, this is very silent bhikkhu, and everyone offer him seat to sit down. They show him courtesy. They show him respect. So, this newcomer bhikkhu thinks, it seems that when the bhikkhu lives in the wilderness, Yokir sohoti bhikkhu araniko. What they are thinking, the newcomers bhikkhus learn from that. It seems when you live in the wilderness, when you have only food arms round, when you have only three robes, you wear the rug robe. When you have isolation, when you have content, when you are energetic, when you live in seclusion, when you are not engaging in these things, having these practices, when you praise about this, what happened? Others show respect to them. Others show respect to them. They practice accordingly. So they show the respect. What happened? Because of that, te tathattaya patipachanti. So now they practice accordingly because everyone wants to get recognized. So the new bhikkhus think like this. The new bhikkhus are engaged in that. They think out of when the bhikkhu practices this kind of things, they gain more respect. And practicing that is very good. It will be for long-lasting welfare and happiness. So they behave according of that. Now the Buddha explained furthermore. Etarahi Panakassapa Thera Bhikkhu. But these days, Kassapa, the senior bhikkhus, Nacheva Aranika, Nacha Aranikatasa cha Vannavadinu. The senior bhikkhus, they don't live in wilderness anymore. And they do not praise to that. They do not praise live in the forest. They are living in city. So how can they know about outside one? So that one. Nacheva Pindapatika, Nacha Pindapatika Sacha Vannavadinu. They do not take the Pindapat. They don't go for the alms round. So they don't praise that. They are not using the rug robe. So they don't praise about it. Na cheva te chivarikacha, nacha te chivarikatasacha vannavadino. They are not wearing only three robes. That's why they don't praise it. Na cheva picha, nacha pichataya vannavadino. They are not wearing on, they are not simplified, they are not content, or they are not minimalistic, or only they don't desire for few things. That's why they don't praise about it. Nacheva santutta, they are not content, and neither they praise. They are not living in isolation, and they don't praise about it. They are not alone. They are not doing that. And that's why they don't praise about it. They are not aradhavirya. Nacheva aradhavirya. They are not energetic. Neither they praise this thing. So, tatra yo hoti bhikkhu jnato yasassi labhi chivara pindapata senasana gilana pacchaya besaja parikaranam tang thera bhikkhu asanena nimantenti. When a bhikkhu, well known and famous, a recipient of robe, alms, food, lodging, medicine, and supplies for sick, the senior bhikkhu invites them to sit. So now the second thing is there. What? The bhikkhu get only these things. They are well praised by society. Easily they get food. They are very famous. They are easily have a very good quarter to live. They have all things available. And they see because of their well means like it is happened. When you have a very good things and you travel somewhere and you see that bhikkhu has a lot of things, so automatically we get liked that person. And because of he is famous for yasassi, because he is famous for this all things, senior monk ask him, come bhikkhu, take a seat. And ehi bhikkhu ko namayam bhikkhu, they ask, they welcome this bhikkhu. They ask, what is the Bante's name? Baddhako Vataya Bhikkhu, you are good-natured. Sah Brahmacharikam Vataya Bhikkhu, you are very well means he is fond of his fellow monk. He is very well known among the bhikkhus. Please, bhikkhu idang asana nisidihi. Please come and take a seat. So because of his outer persona, because outside he has taken everything is good thing is happening there, that's why now the bhikkhus is getting very good hospitality in a kind of way. These junior monks, they think like this. Tatra kasapa navanang bhikkhung evam hote. These new bhikkhus think like this. Oh, these bhikkhus are very for famous for what? They are receiving jivara. They are receiving pindapata. They don't have to work hard. They are always invited. They are having good lodging. They are living. They have beautiful rooms, beautiful everything. Lives in AC and those. Their medicine supply, medicine and supplies for sick. They are very well given. They don't have to work hard. And they are well known among the bhikkhus. This bhikkhu is very famous, this bhikkhu is very good, this bhikkhu is everything. And because of that, the senior bhikkhus also invite those bhikkhus. This thing is seen today. This thing is seen today also. When the bhikkhu is very well praised by these all things, they are invited. They shows, oh yeah, you are seeing, you are doing these things, they are praised. So this new bhikkhu thinks like that. Because of they are getting these all things. And because of that, senior monks asking them seat. So why not I should do the same thing? Te tattattaya patipajante. They practice accordingly. What they are practicing? They are practicing to gain chivara, pindapata, senasana, gilana, pachaya, besacha, parikhana. Means they show entire focus. Their entire focus is now only that how can I catch the upasaka? How can he will offer me the food? How can I get praise? How can my name spread everywhere? They spend most of time for that. And what they do? They neglect the practice of Dhamma. That is because of this, the newcomer bhikkhu see only the outside glory. And they thought, I am also want to get famous. Let me follow their footsteps. And the bhikkhus do that. And this is for their lasting harm and suffering. That becomes difficult. Te santang hoti digarattanga hitaya dukkhaya. Because they are separated from Dhamma. Now the whole time they spend for get praised by others. They are seeking that path. Buddha says furthermore, Yanhi tang kassapa samma vadamano vadeya. If Kassapa, if someone has to say rightly, say this. Upadduta brahmachari brahmacharupavadena. The spiritual practitioners have been imperiled. Okay, means they are only outside of brahmachari roop. Abhipattana brahmachari abhipattana. Person should practice to have the brahmacharya, less content and less those things. But now they are leaving this brahmacharya to gain that. Brahmacharya should be to attain the Dhamma. But now their practice, this brahmacharya, they are practicing for these other things. Etarahitam kassapa samma vadamano vadeya. Kassapa, if someone has to say, they should say these things. Today, they are not practicing this practice for spiritual path, but it is only to finish us everything off, not the Dhamma practicing. Today, why Kashabanta denies that I will not teach Dhamma to them? Because this kind of condition, Buddha understand his thing. Buddha understand today bhikkhu do not want to listen. They are engaged in these things. They are engaged in these things. And that is the thing Buddha explained here. Their entire practice is engaged in that. And now there is no Dhamma. Really it happens. When the bhikkhu hope for praising, when the bhikkhu says that how can I get famous, whatever manner, their practice really get vanishes. And that is the thing here the Buddha explained. Here the Buddha explained. And what the newcomers bhikkhu does, they see that there is no one is practicing Dhamma. Why should we? And they engage themselves into that. So that is the thing Buddha explained. Blessed one, understand the Kashyapa, what he has to say. And today we see that. So what we should learn from this Dhamma? We should learn to understand what is the purpose of our life. What is the purpose? It is not to show off. It is not to engage in outside world. Dhamma practice, it should be to develop ourselves in the heart of Dhamma. It should not be how this upasaka, like simply, if we want to learn, simply if someone goes to the monastery all the time and because of going to the monastery, he gets recognized, not because of his practices, but he does the work there only. Other things, if I want to get the famous, what I should do? I will try to do these things. So he is not participating in the come to the monastery to learn the Dhamma, but to get praised by others. How much you want to teach that person, how much you want to tame them according to Dhamma, it becomes very difficult. What remains in their life? Emptiness. They are just outside shell. They just don't want to learn. They just want to get praise. Oh, how beautiful this Upasaka is. How great things he's doing. Everyone knows him. Whatever is needed, they are going to ask him. I also want to join the monastery and I also want to become a person like that. So everyone will come and praise me. That is the thing Buddha explained. So we should understand the Dhamma. Why we are here. What is the purpose? It is not to get famous. It is not to get praise, but to practice according to Dhamma, which will be helpful for our well-being of long time. Once we learn, so the new people will come to monastery, because always the generation and generation is goes. So when the new people will come, they will see, oh, earlier people, they practices very well. I am also being part of this monastery. Let me practice very well. I will not get distracted. And that gives the result of practicing Dhamma easily. So let's learn from that. Okay? When the person is practicing Dhamma, it becomes very easy for bhikkhus to advise them, to guide them. If the bhikkhu see that only outside shell is here, he doesn't want to learn, they don't teach the core teaching to them. They just skip it. Okay. Oh, do this thing. Oh, nice upasaka, doing this puja and all things nice. But they don't teach how to develop your path, how to develop the Dhamma. They teach only when it is needed, when the person shows that signs. For practicing more further, we should behave according to Dhamma. So may this sutta be helpful for all of us to learn the importance of practicing Dhamma. May this sutta be helpful for all of us to well-being and welfare for a long time. May this sutta be helpful for all of us to practice the Dhamma training, undergo the Dhamma practice. May this sutta be helpful for all of us to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Just a kind of a comment. I noticed in in our school at Theravada and particularly Mahamevnawa uh, organization, uh, it's a lot more strict what I normally thought a monk is involved in. But then I see on TikTok, on Instagram, I see other monks. I think some of them are Theravada as well, but they're traveling all over the world. They're famous. It's like what you're talking about. And
Yes.
and I can see young monks thinking, boy, I'll become a monk and I can be like him. But where does the the senior monks draw the line? Is there no control over, or do you get senior and then you can do just about anything you want to do?
It is not about that. Means once like even today, like we
Yeah,
did a foolish thing, lot of things. We did.
yeah,
But we are always control of our teacher. We travel, we do
yeah,
those things, but our teacher mentioned this is the things you have to protect. So
yeah,
we are always trying to do that.
right.
When the big coach stays under the guidance of teacher, they are always in the leash, kind of. It's not
Mm-hmm.
leash, but they are always there. They are obedient. Once the bhikkhu thinks, I am free, then they do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't have any organization to bound with, then they are this. I see all the monasteries, the wherever the monasteries are, not our only our monastery,
Yeah,
but wherever the monastic monks are, you will see they are more practitioners of Dhamma.
yeah.
But who are not part of the monasteries, they are living in temple, they are
Oh,
living outside, so they don't have any control.
I
They
see.
live their life only to just take advantage of that.
Yeah, that's why I liked our monastery because it just seemed to me the conception I had of a monk was so much closer than some of the others, the ones in temples. And I've known some Laotian and different monasteries that are just, to me, they're not,
Yeah, yeah.
well, I don't know how to explain it, but they're different because they're more worldly and don't focus on the main task.
And that is becoming more and more problem.
Yeah.
Today, people, most of monk want to get famous, and because of that, they are doing whatever necessary thing is. I have seen some of the people, some of the Bantes, to get famous, they do which Buddha has prohibited to do, just because they want to get famous,
Hmm.
and where it will lead to them. They are not going to practice their sila. They are not going to, because of, means you spend your whole time to get famous, get by your whole time you spend to get praised by others. Then the desires also arise more and more. These desire, that desire, those desire, and you spend time to fulfill them also.
Hmm.
How can you practice? So no sila,
Yeah.
no sampanya, no samadhi, nothing. So the empty shell.
Yeah. There are some that are scholars that are amazing, but they're not doing it to become famous. They're practicing and are scholars at the same time, and they become famous
Just
more
by
because,
practicing.
but I don't think that's what their objective was. I think it
No.
was more like Bhikkhu Bodhi, for example.
True, true. I same thing I was going to say you.
Where,
Bhikkhu Bodhi, Sumedo, Bhikkhu
yeah,
Sumedo
yeah,
is marvelous,
I know.
beautiful. They never go outside. They are very, means they are the bhikkhus we can see like our idol.
Yeah,
They are the one we should look at, and yes, we should be listening.
yeah. Bhikkhu Bodhi was the first that I saw. I was just so impressed. And I'm Jewish, and I was so impressed that he was born Jewish as well, just like me. Because the first time I heard Bhikkhu Bodhi, and he was giving a class, and he was joking a bit, he's got a bit of a sense of humor. And I said to myself, he must be Jewish, just the way. And then I looked him up, and he was born in somewhere near New York, and he had a
Okay.
different name, of course, Jewish name and everything else. So I was so impressed with that, and I felt like I could be part of it too, if he is.
Nice. See, that is the example Buddha gave about ocean. Bhikkhus are like ocean.
Hmm.
Whatever the faith, whatever the title, wherever they are coming from, they become only one. They are
Yeah,
become the part of Sangha.
yeah,
Whatever the water come from the different river, it becomes ocean. We
yeah.
don't call it this ocean is from the Nile, this is from
Right,
Ganges.
right.
So this becomes only one. Same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never thought of looking at where this bhikkhu is come from.
Hmm.
But as you mentioned, see how beautiful Dhamma is even today.
Yeah,
And we have this opportunity we can take advantage of it.
yeah,
Let's forget about the Bhantes. Means sometimes as alone, we also slip from our practices.
yeah,
But means sometimes we get distracted. But the teacher is there. He's always guiding us.
yeah,
Small things he asks us, okay, because doing this, you are doing this, he's called about this, and really that becomes very helpful, very helpful. So I encourage everyone, live under the teacher. Don't see these days I'm seeing this thing also. There is a chat GPT is very easy now, you know, and everyone who ever can type it that and everything answers they get it.
yeah.
AI. These things can give you the idea of Dhamma. It cannot give you faith.
That's right. Yeah,
You will always need, you will always need someone to practice, someone to see, someone to look toward. And that thing we can see through the Bhantes. Once I saw the bhikkhus in our monastery. I went as a upasak, a layman in Sri Lanka. I traveled from India to there. And once I saw the bhikkhus, amazing, the entire Dhammas visible there. When I saw the Guru Bhante, it becomes really, you see the bhikkhus who practice the Dhamma, you see the Dhamma is alive today.
mm,
And that happens. So nothing, no books can give you that idea. Nothing can change your faith up to that. Yes, you can develop confidence in certain level, but not the enlightenment.
yeah.
Will come. So having the teacher, having the association with the Bhantes are very beautiful. And I'm very happy you are all the part of this. Our teacher has done a great job for us, and you are a part of that. I'm very glad. Let's share this. Today we gather here. You practice meditation. I was doing another. You practice meditation, and then we worship the Blessed One. We learn the beautiful sutta, which gives encouragement to practices of path by doing the sutta, by reading the Buddha's words, by delivering the Dhamma talk, by listening Dhamma talk, by discussing or praising about the Dhamma. We have collected a lot of good karma in this moment. Let's share all the good merits to all the heavenly beings. May all the heavenly beings rejoice in this merit. They may realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We share this merit with all the departed relatives in this life or long life of samsara who have departed from us. We share this merit with them. They may have a good life in their next life, and they may become fortunate to escape from this harsh journey of samsara. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We share this merit with our teacher, Lokoswami Mahansa, all the Bhantas in the monastery, all the Bhantas in this country, in this world, all the nuns, we share this merit with them. They may have a good practice, they may avoid any difficulties in their life, and they may also become fortunate to realize this Dhamma in this Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We share this merit with all of your family members, relatives, friends, work colleagues, whoever show the generosity toward all four ways. We share this merit with all of them. By the power of this merit, by the power of Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha in deity's protection, you may all have happy life, healthy life, long life. All the fortune comes your way. You may have the association of noble friend and may realize Dhamma in this Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.